Have you ever thought that maybe the secret to success isn't some complicated formula, but it's actually hidden in just a few simple words? Well, today we're going to break down that very idea. We're going to look at the anatomy of achievement, one word at a time.
So let me ask you this. What are the building blocks of success? Seriously, think about a goal you're working on right now. What are the absolute must-haves that'll get you from here to there? It's actually a much deeper question than it sounds.
And it turns out a huge piece of the puzzle is found in the language we use, the words that actually define the journey. Everything starts there. So let's dive in with the very first one, the foundation. Every single big achievement has to start with a solid foundation, right? And in this journey, our foundation is built from our inherent qualities. In other words, our attributes.
So what is an attribute, really?
Well, it's a quality that's just part of you. It's the core stuff, the building blocks of who you are that make you, well, you. So what are yours? What are those key qualities you already have? Or maybe the ones you want to build?
This is a perfect example. Take integrity. For a good leader, that isn't just something they do every once in a while. No way. It's a fundamental part of who they are. It's a core attribute. And figuring out your own key attributes, that's always step one.
Okay, so if your attributes are the foundation, a foundation doesn't really go anywhere on its own, does it? You need an engine to drive things forward. And that brings us to our next building block, being persistent. This is what creates the momentum. You know, the most important part of this definition is that phrase, in spite of difficulty or opposition. See, persistence isn't about what you do when things are easy. It's about what you do when they get really, really hard. It's that stubborn refusal to quit.
I mean, we've all been there, right? The path to something you really want is almost never a straight line. Those rejections, that's the opposition we were just talking about. But being persistent, that's what turns those frustrating stop signs into stepping stones.
So now you've got your foundation and your engine is running. But to create real change, you often need a spark, a catalyst. And that is where our next two words, induce and inspire, enter the picture. First up, let's talk about induce. This is a very direct, very action-oriented word. It's all about causing a specific result, persuading someone to take action. It's about actively making something happen. You see this literally all the time. An ad isn't just sitting there sharing facts. Its whole purpose is to induce you to make a purchase. It's a strategic move designed to get a very specific response. Now, let's compare that to inspire. This is different. Inspire is less about forcing one particular action and way more about creating a feeling inside someone, an urge, a new idea, a sense of possibility. This is where creativity often gets its start. Think about it. Her story doesn't hand them a checklist of what to do. What it does is fill them with a motivation, that internal drive, to do something great on their own. Inspiration really works on that emotional level. So, let's put them side by side because the difference is key. To induce is to cause a direct action. It's like pushing over the first domino. It's external. To inspire is to create an internal feeling. It's like flipping on a light bulb inside someone's mind. Both are incredibly powerful, for sure, but they work in completely different ways. So let's recap. You've built on your attributes, you've been persistent through all the challenges, and you've managed to induce action and inspire others. So what's the result of all that hard work? Well, that brings us to our final word, the reward.
Now, it's a simple definition, but the feeling itself is anything but simple. Gratifying is that deep, powerful sense of satisfaction that only comes from real effort and real accomplishment. It's that it was all worth it moment.
Did you catch the keyword there, difficult? Completing the difficult project. That links right back to being persistent. See, that amazing, gratifying feeling doesn't come from finishing something easy. It comes from knowing you overcame something hard. The struggle is exactly what makes the reward so sweet. And here it is, all put together, the anatomy of achievement we've been building this whole time. Step 1, start with who you are, your key attributes. Step 2, apply that relentless effort and remain persistent. Step 3, act as that catalyst to induce change and inspire the people around you. And then finally, step 4, you get to reach that deeply satisfying, gratifying outcome. That's the roadmap. So, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with one final thought. Looking at the week you have ahead of you, Which of these words do you need to focus on most? Is it time to lean into a key attribute or double down on being persistent? Maybe you need to induce some action or inspire your team. Or are you right on the edge of reaching a truly gratifying goal? Something to think about. Thanks for listening.